Hi, my name's Amy Hoffman. I'm in class in E6. I go to Dumfries and Galloway College, and today I'm going to briefly be talking about electrical wiring accessories. I will first begin with briefly talking about switches, timers, controllers, screws, clips, sockets and plugs. Here we have a selection of switches. These ones are one gang, and the gang means the physical part that you actually move. Here's white PVC, black PVC and some pull cords. You get different textures, colours, sizes of switches, and even the physical switch can be different sizes. You get dimmer switches, and there's switches on everything from toasters, kettles. Most appliances have switches. By putting a switch on, it closes the circuit, which means that the electric has flow all the way around, so it's on. And if you switch it off, then it breaks the connection, meaning there's no more power getting to the device or the appliance. Here are some pull cords. This here is a bathroom pull cord that you would find so that you don't have to touch the switch with a wet hand. So this pull cord will be up in the ceiling and you just pull it. Here we have an alarm pull cord, which will be for any kind of emergencies, or if someone's fell in the bathroom, this cord would normally reach to the floor and they could pull it, which will then sound an alarm, making someone come and save them, help them out. Now I'll be discussing timers and controllers. This here is a timer. They come in various different styles and are normally like an adapter that you would put a plug in, and then you'd plug it into the wall. You would just set the time that it is, set how long you want your appliance to be on and off at, and just leave it to run. Controllers there's a lot more now about smart homes. In smart homes, you can control a lot of things, either your voice with using appliances like Google or Amazon have created. You can control through your phone, which would mean you could remotely access and switch on your heating, some plugs, some lights. So technically you could switch on the plug in the morning on your phone, and then it could switch the kettle on, and then you could have the kettle boiled for when you get downstairs. Timers would also be a great idea for if you want a lamp to come on at a certain time, so it looks like you're home if you're not always in, or perhaps for a children's television, so they could only be on watching the television at a certain time or for a certain length of time. Here we have screws and clips. There's various different types of heads of screws, so you need various different types of screwdriver. Here we have a Phillips and Pearson, which is like a plus, a slotted, which is like a minus, a combination, which you could use a screwdriver of either to either tighten or loosen, and which you could tighten with either type of screwdriver, as it has a plus and a minus. And here we have a socket, hex, or an Allen key shaped. You get different size, width or length of screw, and they're used for various different things. If it's got a point on the end, then it can be screwed into walls or surfaces that don't fully have a pilot hole, so it gets better grip. Whereas ones that have the flat end are used for sockets and switches that are just being held to pull two surfaces closer together. Here we have some clips. Got a grey clip, which looks slightly wider, and a white clip. Clips come in different sizes for the different types of wires and cables that they might hold. They're always put in pretty much by nailing them in. So you'd clip the cable and then you'd hold it in place and then use a hammer to nail it in, as they already come with the nails attached. You get saddles, which are used for conduit, which also carries cable, which is also a bigger type of clip. Yeah. Here we have sockets. This here is a 2-gang socket, so it holds 2 plugs. It would let 2 plugs. And this is a single socket, a multi-socket, and an outside socket. The 2-gang socket here we have, for example, also has 2 USB ports, which is handy as most things now come with cables and not just the plug heads. So it also means technically you could charge 4 things at once. Single one, all sockets come in different styles, colours, again they're very variable. But in the UK we have the 3-pin with the earth, the live or the line and the neutral. Multi-sockets are handy as long as you don't overload them, so that you can use one actual socket in your house and it gives you 4 ports. Outside sockets are best for if in case it rains, so they're more weatherproof. I think they've got an RCD already in them. Different types of plugs. So in the UK, like I just mentioned, we have the 3-pin plug with the live, the neutral and the earth. I remember when I was at academy we learned that, or we got told that live is brown, so it goes in the bottom right, neutral is blue, which goes in the bottom left, and then earth is in the top one. Here we have a 110 volt plug, which is normally yellow, a blue plug, which is normally 240 volts, and the red one, which is 400 volts. However, the 400 volt red plug is for a 3-phase, so it has 3 lives or 3 lines, so it's wired up a little bit differently. So today we have covered switches, timers, controllers, screws, clips, sockets and plugs. If there's any questions, just ask.